Hello, I'm Dr. Sarah. You'll never guess what daily masturbation does to your prostate. Have you ever caught yourself wondering how your body's changed over the years? Not just on the outside, but on the inside too? Maybe you've noticed things feel a little different. You're still you, still sharp, still funny, but your energy levels, your bathroom habits, your libido, they've shifted, haven't they? And let's be honest, when the TV's off and the house is quiet, it's hard not to think about your health. What's normal? What's not? What should you be doing more of or less? Now, I know this might feel like a bold topic, but stick with me. We're going to have a grown-up, honest, and maybe even slightly humorous chat today about something that many people avoid talking about. But that could be a real game changer when it comes to your prostate health. So, let me just ask, how often do you think about masturbation? Or, better yet, how often do you talk about it? If you're like most men over 60, the answer is probably hardly ever. And that's understandable. We grew up in a time when this kind of topic was whispered about, not openly discussed. But here's the thing. Times have changed, and so has our understanding of how our bodies work. And the science is clear. What you do in private might actually have a surprising impact on your health. More specifically, on your prostate. Now, before you click away or feel embarrassed, take a breath. We're not here to judge or make anyone uncomfortable. We're here to have a friendly conversation, just like if we were sitting on the porch with a cup of coffee or taking a walk with an old friend. So let's get into it. Your prostate is a walnut-sized gland that plays a big role in your reproductive system. As you age, it tends to enlarge, and sometimes that can cause real problems. You might notice more frequent trips to the bathroom, weaker urine flow, or discomfort. It's all too common, and it's not exactly anyone's favorite topic, but that's precisely why it's so important to talk about it. Here's where it gets interesting. Several studies have shown that regular ejaculation, yes, including through masturbation, can actually benefit your prostate. In fact, one major study conducted over nearly 2 decades found that men who ejaculated 21 or more times per month had a significantly lower risk of developing prostate cancer compared to those who didn't. Surprised? Most people are. Now, I'm not saying you need to start keeping a tally on your calendar. This isn't about performance or pressure. It's about understanding your body and taking control of your health in small, natural ways. Regular ejaculation helps flush out old fluids, reduce inflammation, and may even help prevent the buildup of substances that could contribute to cancer. Think of it as keeping the plumbing in good working order. Just like how we change the oil in a car, your body benefits from regular maintenance. But it's not just about reducing your risk for prostate problems. Masturbation also helps improve blood flow, which is crucial for sexual health and overall well-being. As we get older, circulation can slow down, and that can affect everything from stamina to mood. A little solo time can help keep things flowing, and I mean that literally. And here's something else many people don't realize. Masturbation can actually help you sleep better. You've probably experienced that calming, relaxed feeling afterward. It's not just in your head. Ejaculation releases a cocktail of feel-good chemicals in the brain, like dopamine and oxytocin. These can help reduce stress, lower anxiety, and ease you into a restful night's sleep. And let's be honest, at our age, a good night's sleep is worth its weight in gold. Now, some folks might worry, is it too much? Is this something I should stop doing as I get older? And to that, I say, if it feels good, if it isn't interfering with your life, and if your doctor hasn't advised against it, there's no reason to stop. In fact, keeping that part of your life alive can help you feel more connected to your body, more confident, and more in tune with your needs. Of course, I understand that everyone's health is different. Some men may face conditions like erectile dysfunction or reduced libido. That's nothing to be ashamed of. It's part of aging, just like graying hair or needing reading glasses. But even gentle stimulation, without pressure or expectation, can help reawaken those nerves and improve your connection with your body. And the more you tune in to what feels good and what works for you, the more empowered you'll feel to take charge of your health. What's also interesting is how this small, private act can support emotional well-being. Loneliness is something many older adults face, especially after retirement, the loss of a spouse, or major life changes. Touch, even self-touch, can help ease feelings of isolation. It reminds you that you're still alive, still capable of pleasure, and still worthy of attention, especially from yourself. Some people might feel awkward or even guilty thinking about this subject. Maybe it's because of upbringing, or past beliefs, or just not being used to talking about it. And that's okay. But today, I'm inviting you to give yourself permission to be curious, to let go of the old shame, to understand that taking care of yourself means looking at every part of your health, not just your heart and your bones, but your sexual health too. So, let's step back for a moment and look at the bigger picture. You've lived a life full of experiences. You've worked hard, maybe raised a family, maybe traveled the world, or stayed rooted in the community you love, and now you deserve to enjoy the years ahead in good health. That means being proactive, not reactive, about every part of your wellness, including your prostate. Now that we've opened the door to this conversation and talked about how regular ejaculation might benefit your prostate, let's explore some of the other unexpected ways it might support your health and daily life. Because when you start to see your body as something that still deserves care, attention, and yes, even pleasure, you begin to reclaim parts of yourself that may have been quiet for too long. It's not just about avoiding illness, it's about feeling good again, feeling connected, feeling alive. One of the most overlooked benefits of regular sexual activity, whether it's with a partner or solo, is how it helps keep your pelvic floor muscles strong. That might sound like something only younger people talk about, but hear me out. Those muscles down there, they do a lot more than you think. They support your bladder, your bowel, and yes, your erections. When those muscles weaken, it can lead to all kinds of uncomfortable issues, like urine leakage, trouble controlling your bowels, and even increased risk of injury during simple movements like getting out of a chair. But here's the beautiful part. Every time you engage in sexual stimulation, you're giving those muscles a little workout. You're activating parts of your body that often go neglected as we age. And just like walking or stretching keeps your legs limber, this kind of stimulation helps keep your pelvic area active and resilient. It's not just helpful, it's practical. It means fewer accidents, more confidence, and better control. All from something that takes just a few minutes and happens in the comfort of your own space. Now, I know for some of you, the idea of talking about masturbation this way might still feel unusual. You might be thinking, isn't this something that only younger people do? But the truth is, intimacy doesn't have an expiration date. Desire doesn't disappear when you turn 60 or 70 or even 90. It just changes. And part of staying healthy as we age is learning how to meet those changes with curiosity, not shame. In fact, another powerful benefit of daily or regular self-pleasure is how it connects you back to your body in a positive, non-judgmental way. As we get older, it's easy to become frustrated with what our bodies can't do anymore. Maybe you can't lift what you used to. Maybe you're dealing with joint pain or fatigue. But when you give yourself moments of pleasure, you're reminding yourself of what your body can still do. You're creating a space where joy, sensation, and release are possible. That's no small thing. And let's talk for a moment about mental health, because the link between sexuality and emotional well-being is real. When you engage in masturbation, your brain releases a mix of chemicals like serotonin, endorphins, and oxytocin. These aren't just buzzwords, they're actual compounds that help reduce feelings of stress, anxiety, and even mild depression. It's like a natural antidepressant built right into your nervous system. Think about that. You don't have to go anywhere, spend any money, or rely on someone else to get that boost. It's already inside you. It's especially helpful for folks who might be feeling disconnected from their bodies, from others, or from their sense of purpose. Maybe you've retired and missed the structure of a workday. Maybe you're grieving a loss or adjusting to life on your own. These are real, difficult experiences, and they affect more than just your mood. They affect your health. And sometimes, the most healing thing you can do is give yourself a moment of care. A reminder that you still matter, that you still deserve to feel good. There's also something very grounding about routine. Many older adults thrive when they create gentle, nurturing rituals throughout the day, whether it's stretching in the morning, having a quiet cup of tea, or even taking a few moments for self-pleasure. When done with intention and self-respect, it becomes less about the act itself and more about the message it sends. I am here. I am worth this. I choose to honor my body. Now, I want to pause here and say something important. If you're in a relationship, this doesn't take away from that intimacy. It can actually enhance it. A healthy relationship includes understanding your own body, knowing what feels good, and being able to communicate that with your partner. And if you're not in a relationship, it's just as meaningful. Masturbation isn't a placeholder for something else. It's a legitimate form of self-care, no matter your relationship status. And for those who may be experiencing medical challenges like prostate enlargement, chronic illness, or limited mobility, know that there are still ways to explore this part of your life safely. Talk with your doctor. Use whatever tools or supports you need. There's no shame in adapting to your body's current needs. That's wisdom, not weakness. Some people are also surprised to learn that masturbation can support immune health. When you experience orgasm, your body releases a mix of hormones that temporarily increase white blood cell count. Those are your body's natural defenders, the little soldiers that help fight off illness. It's not a miracle cure, of course, but it's one more way that this very normal, very human act supports overall health. And while we're on the subject of hormones, let's touch on testosterone. As men age, testosterone levels naturally decline. That's part of the reason energy drops, mood changes, and libido shifts. Regular sexual activity, including masturbation, may help support those levels, keeping your body more balanced and your mind more energized. It's a subtle effect, but over time, those little boosts can make a big difference. Think about the confidence that comes from feeling in control of your body. When you know what's happening under the hood, so to speak, and you're taking small steps every day to support it, you feel more grounded, more at ease. And that can affect everything: how you walk into a room, how you speak, how you sleep, even how you laugh. Because when you feel good inside, it shows on the outside. So no, this isn't about being provocative or inappropriate. It's about opening the door to a part of your health that's often ignored, but incredibly important. Just like brushing your teeth or eating a balanced meal, masturbation can be a part of your overall self-care routine. And once you let go of the old ideas about what's right or wrong, you realize that what matters most is how you feel, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. You don't need permission to take care of yourself. You've earned the right to feel good in your own skin. And part of honoring your body as it ages is listening to what it needs. Sometimes what it needs is rest. Sometimes it's movement. And sometimes it's a little pleasure, private, simple, and surprisingly powerful. And when you give yourself that moment of pleasure, not because anyone told you to, not because of guilt or pressure, but because it simply feels good and supports your health, you're making a quiet but powerful statement. You're saying, I still matter. My comfort matters. My body still has value. There's a lot of freedom in that, isn't there? As we age, we spend so much time being responsible, looking out for others, doing what needs to be done. But now, in this chapter of life, you get to return some of that care back to yourself. And caring for your body, every part of it, is one of the most life-affirming things you can do. Now let's talk about something that often goes unspoken, but affects a lot of men over 60. Fear. Not fear of the act itself, but fear of what it might say about them. Some worry it means they're lonely. Others think they're too old to even consider this part of life anymore. But here's the truth. There's nothing shameful about wanting to feel good, stay healthy, or be in tune with your own body. That's not desperation. That's wisdom. And honestly, one of the most courageous things you can do is let go of outdated beliefs that don't serve you anymore. You're not the same person you were at 30, and that's a good thing. You've grown, you've learned, and now you have the opportunity to redefine what intimacy and health mean to you, on your terms. Daily or regular masturbation isn't about chasing youth. It's about embracing your body as it is today. It's about giving it the attention and care it needs to function at its best. It's about easing tension, reducing inflammation, and supporting circulation in a way that's natural and accessible. There's no equipment required, no fancy routines, just you and your willingness to treat yourself with kindness. And let's not forget the importance of touch itself. Human beings thrive on touch, even self-touch. It sends signals to your brain that you are safe, that you are cared for. And that matters deeply, especially if you're spending more time alone these days. We talk so often about diet, sleep, and exercise as pillars of health, but we rarely mention touch. And yet, it's just as vital. It's part of being human. Now, if you've made it this far in the video, I want to say thank you. Thank you for being open, for listening, and for letting yourself explore something that's often kept in the shadows. It takes courage to question old assumptions. It takes strength to try something new, or to revisit something familiar with a fresh perspective. And it takes love, real, deep self-love, to care for yourself in ways that might feel a little uncomfortable at first. But the reward? It's enormous. Better sleep, reduced prostate risk, a calmer nervous system, a stronger sense of self, all from something that is completely natural, safe, and already within your reach. You don't need anyone's approval to do what's right for your health. You don't need permission to enjoy your own body. And you certainly don't need to feel embarrassed for taking charge of your wellness at any age. In fact, the more we speak openly about topics like this, the more we help others do the same. You could be the reason another man feels less ashamed. You could be the spark that helps someone else rediscover this simple act of self-care. So as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. Every day is a chance to feel better than the day before. Every moment is an opportunity to reconnect with your body and support your health in small but powerful ways. Whether it's a walk in the sunshine, a favorite song, a nourishing meal, or yes, even a few minutes of personal pleasure, these are the things that keep us alive, connected, and joyful. Your prostate, your heart, your brain, every part of you benefits when you choose to honor your needs instead of ignoring them. And it's never too late to start. Not at 60, not at 70, not even at 90. You're not broken, you're not done, you're evolving, and with a little intention, you can move into this next chapter feeling stronger, more confident, and more at peace in your own skin. If this conversation helped you in any way, or even just got you thinking, I'd love for you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might just be what someone else needs to hear today. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people who could benefit from honest, empowering conversations like this one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel too. We've got more videos coming on topics that matter to folks just like you. Health, happiness, independence, aging with strength and purpose, all of it. Because you deserve to live your best life, not just someday, but right now. So here's to you, to your health, to your journey, and to the quiet power of choosing yourself every single day.